Washington.
Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Seahawks take over first quarter at their own 19-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping it for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Joe Tryon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 33 yards. And the Seahawks have... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when he would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 23. Now a give, right side. Sawyer. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out. And that could be their Achilles heel.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And complete to Drake London.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ritter's pass completes to Pitts.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting, instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sawyer. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts.
Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Falcons are once again back in front.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Here we go.
On 1st down, Sawyer. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Sawyer looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 4 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sawyer.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Now they they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. Being chased, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Owusu able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
They were the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd win in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back to throw here. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. It's complete to Fuller.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 6.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, I would guess it combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away from that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down now. Sawyer, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
We'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Fielded at the 33. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Here's Walker,
and he is going to lose yardage here. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do. That's a big swing of momentum right there.
And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Sawyer. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Only 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw.
Got his man. It's London.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. They'll set up to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On second down, it's Walker. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. And Allen's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll look to throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on. And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now here's another interception. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he rifles one incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake, off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're going to look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Seven Pirates!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll fire one downfield for Finn. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 47 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they're playing to hopefully never be this type of situation again.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The drive will start with an option going left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game